Welcome back everybody to the Cirque Show 24/7, and this is the pilot episode of Avengers Assemble entitled Avengers Protocol Part 1. So, let's get right into it.
Marvel's Avengers Assemble.
Alright guys, Avengers Assemble. Now this is coming off the big, massive hit that is the Avengers movie, and this animated series is taking place right after, the events of New York, which is a great premise for an animated, television series, to have it based off a movie that was just massive and everybody and their father saw. So the premise for that is just really interesting, and it really got my attention. Now I just got done watching part one of a two-parter for the premiere or the pilot. So part one, it was okay. It's weird to explain. Like I said, I like the premise and I like what they're trying to go for. But I think they executed all wrong, or maybe it's just because I just got off watching, Young Justice. If you watch my show, I just got done watching Young Justice. Probably one of the best animated series, superhero animated series that I've ever seen. So it just has a lot of expectations to live up for me. Well, I think it will resonate well with little kids and kids who just love the Avengers and don't really read the comics and stuff. They're gonna go ape crap over this TV series. But for me, as just a avid fan of comic books and superhero movies, and I don't know, I just think they could have done a lot better. The animation is beautiful. I really do like the animation. But before I get into other stuff about it, let's talk about the plot just for the pilot of part one. The plot is basically, the Avengers, they broke up. All right, after the events of New York, they kind of broke up because everybody wasn't really getting along too much. And what ends up happening is Red Skull ends up coming back because he's dying from the super soldier serum, and he needs basically like a new body. So what does he do? He takes Captain America. He switches bodies with Captain America. Captain America, he has the better version of the super soldier serum. So he takes Captain America's body, and this forces Tony Stark to call into action and bring the whole team back together. And that's where the story kind of takes off. Now, it sounds good on paper, and it sounds good when I explain it, but the way they execute it, like I said, I don't think they executed it the way I really was anticipating them to. Like I said, the animation is beautiful. The voice acting is it's okay. It's not great, but just certain characters. If you're going to base this off off the movie, you need to kind of have the characteristics of each character down pat. I don't really think they did that, and it's weird. They didn't really do it. They kind of shied away from it. Kind of made it a little bit too campy. Now this is for me, it's really corny. They have corny, very weird lines, like one-liners and stuff in here, and it takes you out of it, because you're like, Hawkeye wouldn't say that, or Thor wouldn't say that, or Tony Stark would say something like that, but he hasn't. He's not saying it. So I just thought it was weird how they did certain characteristics. The way they did Tony Stark, he's not as funny and he's not as charming as I would like him to be in an animated series. And I know it's crazy, I'm talking about an animated series, but he's not as charming as I would like him to be. They made him the leader, which I don't know. I think just for the pilot episode, I think it's okay for him to be the leader because he's looking for Cap. So, but I would like to see Cap as the leader. He was the leader in the Avengers, so did he just get demoted or something? He was the leader in the Avengers movie, so did he get demoted? Because now that Iron Man brings the team back together, he's automatically lead because he brings them back together. I don't like that premise. I know he's the most popular character, but he can still be the most popular character and be second in command or something. You see what I'm saying? Just minor gripes like that. Stuff like that really kind of got on my nerves. Like the one-liners and where it looks like Cap's about to die, says, Tony, you avenged me. It's just stuff like that. I was like, it just made me cringe a little bit. You know what I mean? And I think the thing that really threw me off and really just made it not as enjoyable, like I say, it's good for a series of little kids who just watched the Avengers, thought it was just amazing and stuff. They're gonna love the crap out of this TV series. But if you're a fan like me, you're gonna have issues with it. But it's not really pulled to my demographic, so I understand that. But I think the thing that really threw me out of it was the Hulk. He talks too much in this series. He talks too much. He has more lines than almost more than anybody in this in the pilot. It's ridiculous. And it just once he talked the first time, I was like, okay. He talked the second time, I was like, okay. After the 15th, I was like, what is going on here? This is not the Hulk. You know what I mean? It's not the Hulk. He's talking too much. He's throwing off these crazy one-liners. He's going back and forth with Thor, and it's just not resonating with me. He needs to be. I would like to see him just quiet and kind of just throw out little bits and pieces of just anger talk or something like that. But it's like he's just a big green guy who's a comedian or something. It's I don't know. It just threw me off a lot, and I don't know if a lot of people are gonna like that. But the kids will. So I mean, kudos for that. The kids will. But if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. But it had a couple elements in it that were good. You do have a new addition to the team, which is the Falcon. You gotta have your designated black guy in there, so that's cool. I guess I don't really know. That's cool because he is in the new Winter Soldier, so I'm excited to see him in the Winter Soldier, and I like the fact that they kind of brought him over to the animated series, so that's really good, and that gives kids familiar with a new character, with a new superhero before he actually comes onto the big silver screen. So that's a smart move. He was okay. I think they did good with Black Widow. I think out of everybody in the whole anime series, I think they did good with Black Widow and Captain America for what they did. I didn't really like the way they designed Iron Man and his suit. I thought they could have did a little bit better. It just looked a little plain and dull to me. But you know, just gripes from just me. But it doesn't really matter because it's more geared to the the 5 and 6 year old kids. So they're gonna love it and they're gonna think it's the most amazing thing. But overall, what did you guys think? Have you seen the pilot episode? I don't think part 2 is out right now. Part 1 is out on iTunes. I think it premieres on Disney XD on Sunday. So watch it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Do you see some of the problems that I see? Do you think the Hulk talks a little bit too much? Do you like the chemistry that the team has? Do you think that they did a right interpretation of Tony Stark, or would you like to see him a little bit more like I guess, douchier? I don't know. You know how Tony Stark is. Just more, cocky and stuff. I don't know. So please comment below. Let me know. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.